Nihar Mehta, Dr. Handa, Dr. G.P. Sai, and Dr. Rahul Chagaria, and our nurse Sujata, and right in the corner is not a ward boy, but it's myself. Okay. Now the aortic valves are two types. Our experience is largely what is known as the core valve, and the latest model of this core valve is known as Evolute R and Evolute Pro. By this time, 44 implantation, the transcatheter aortic valve have been achieved by me and my team. Apart from that, Kavi 1, Valvin valve, where there is a bioprosthetic valve pre-existing, and once we have done even a mitral valve, we will list another valve. Alright? It's very simple. What do we do in TAVR? Simple workshop, simple workup. What is a workup like? Usual biochemistry that we do. Patient has a conscious sedation, is not under general anesthesia, and the procedure may take about 45 to 60 minutes, and usual plan is to discharge the patient in 3 to 5 days. Alright, as I told you, basic blood test, CT aortogram, which is I think very, very pivotal, and that I will tell you a little bit about that. Coronary angiography, if you are doing a CT aortography, you can combine with the CT coronary angiography. 70% of the patients may not need angiography at all. CT angiography is fair enough, good enough. Alright? Okay, this is the CT scan. Let's go into the details. Since we are not suturing the valve is being deployed there at the site of annulus in the aorta without sutures. It's the radial strength of the valve structure, the valve frame, the radial strength, which will oppose itself firmly against the aortic root. And therefore, this is important that we know precisely the size of the annulus. Apart from that, this valve has a long frame. So therefore, we must also know what is the height of coronary arteries. If by chance, if you are not careful and the coronaries are low, then you may occlude coronary artery. And that can result into disaster, even a death on table. So coronary heights are important. Thirdly, we also want to know is there any enough calcification, because some amount of calcium we need. You know, the average age of the Indian lifespan now is 68. Therefore, we are going to get cases of atherosclerotic or coronary aortic stenosis, and therefore, the aortic stenosis, atherosclerotic variety, and therefore we'll have to deal with this problem more and more frequently, so we should be prepared with all the kinds of possible complications and avoid them. Okay, so this is about the CT. If you show you that the valve is tricuspid, like here it is in a tricuspid aortic valve, then we measure the annulus, we measure the coronary heights, so on and so forth. This is just for your information. You don't have to do it, you just simply have to be familiar with what I'm talking about. Femoral artery, yes. Commonest approach is through the femorals, and then in case if the femorals are not approachable, then we look for the alternate approach, and that could be subclavian on the left side or carotid on the left side, so on and so forth. Alright, here is the right femoral artery. This artery is punctured against the background of the hip joint, the ball of the femur, and against that, so that we have a proper hemostasis. We start with 6 French sheet, then go to the 9 French sheet, and then finally 14 French sheet, and we have a percutaneous sutures, so we don't have